Hey man. No, I'm lucky to learn how to code before we got vibe coding. So I started to learn around 2020, 2019, 2020. And it's just recently I started to vibe code actually, like maybe a few months ago, because I was a little bit reluctant to actually vibe code. But it's I feel like it's a game changer. Like, I don't think I would be able to build Raven here on my own merit. Maybe I would, but it would take much longer. It wouldn't be viable. I think it will be both. I will have a freemium version and I will have a paid version. So yeah guys, if there's some specific features that you want to see, you know, you can just ping me on the Discord or here in the chat, and I'll make a note of it. Because there's a lot of things I can build, but of course I'm gonna stick with the most important things to begin with, and then if there's some other edge cases that you want to solve, I will try to fix it as well. So now I'm working on a problem I have, which is connecting multiple condition nodes together. So if I do now, I have a threshold condition, but let's say I also want to do an AND condition here and then do another threshold. For example, maybe I want to buy between you know, 0.5 and we can do less than 0.9. This is where I get my issue. Let me just see if I have, that is not the same market. And this one, okay. This one should also auto-populate, which it doesn't do right now. I'm just gonna write down these issues. Second condition node doesn't work, and buy signal doesn't auto populate with market slot. Do you worry that if tons of people using this, the edge will be gone? Well, I mean, the amount of different parameters and strategies you can create with this, you know, is extreme. Like I'm not worried about that. Like, someone will find an edge, and just because someone uses the same software to build, you know, a trading bot doesn't mean that the edge will be gone, because there's like basically infinite different possibilities. So I'm not really worried about that. Don't you need to be very fast and expensive VPS, fast RPC to be profitable doing arbitrage and polymarket and calci? I mean, yeah, speed is definitely important, right? But you know, you don't need to be, I don't think you could do high frequency trading, but there's still arbitrage opportunities, you know, available, like because there's so many different markets, right? And you're also kind of at the mercy of Polymarket's API, right? Because you have to send your trades to Polymarket's API, and that in itself is very slow. You can be very close to their servers, but you know, they'll still execute the trades pretty slowly. So I don't think high frequency trading is that viable, but you can still do arbitrage, I think, and other types of strategies around, especially cross-market, cross-venue strategies, I think is very valuable. What's up with your Polybot? So Polybot is Raven now, raven.gg. You can go into raven.gg and you can sign up for the waitlist. How about copying bots? I'm not sure what you mean about that, like copy trade or what? How slow are you talking? I try to talk a little bit slow, yeah, so I don't mumble too much. So if you feel like I talk too slow, too bad. Yeah, copy trades, okay. I think that's a big problem actually. Like you should be able to actually do copy trading through this, but I think a lot of people, when they do that, the edge is completely gone. I hear that from people being successful, and people copy trading them basically completely ruins their strategy. But then there's other strategies that we can use to prevent copy trading. So I think a feature that I want to do in Raven here is being able to have several different wallets to trade from. So let's say that you actually have a strategy, but you kind of obfuscate the trades from 2, 3, 4 different wallets, then it's going to be almost impossible for people to copy trade you. So I think I will solve that. So let's say that you have a very successful strategy, it's going to be almost impossible for people to copy trade your strategy through Raven, because I will make a feature in the future that will obfuscate the trades, so you trade through several different wallets. No, I mean, how slow do PM trade execute? Oh, sorry, all right, I misunderstood. I mean, I saw like 400 millisecond latency sometimes. So I saw when I executed trades and I got a response back that it was like almost 400, 500 milliseconds. So it's just not viable to copy trade. I mean, so to high frequency trade, I think. And then I also saw when we were doing when we're testing the latency in, you can go into the Discord to the town hall, and we have a Polymarket latency. So I hope you can see. Can you see my? Yeah, you can. So a lot of people have shared their latencies, and these are my results from a VPN on Amsterdam, and you can see the mean latency to get data is like 44 milliseconds, but it was fluctuating all over the place. So minimum was 6 milliseconds, max latency in my case here was 173, and then the actual trades, to do the actual trades from pinging the API to get a response back was like almost 400 milliseconds. Yeah, man, hey Gine. In the Navy, I run VPS on Orgo via Claude. I should run a ping. Yeah, man, so you can go into the Discord. I have a script to measure the Polymarket latency. This is open source. It's it just pings, you know, their server and measures it, and you'll get a response like we have here. And then there's also a issue about clock shift that I experienced, you know, their server time versus your server time and something like that. Reading order book was 170 milliseconds, placing order was 400. That's what I saw sometimes. Yeah, like sometimes it was just so slow to get a response back. Very slow, yeah, and that's an issue in itself, for sure. But I have to do more testing about that. Like the past week, I've been doing many like live trades just to test it out, but I have to do more. All right, nice. Good you're in the Discord. We are growing pretty quickly. Like now, we still have people coming in every single day, and we are at let's see. We have 1,227 verified members, so that's pretty good. It's pretty good. I still want to do something about the roles. I have a few insiders. I want to do more insiders and more roles, but I just didn't have time for this. If anybody want to be a mod, then let me know. I really need someone to help me out with this. Nice. I haven't done Kalshi at all. I need to do that soon. Like one of the next features I want to do is to add another venue for Kalshi. So you know, so you can select Kalshi. This is not implemented yet, but I want to do this as a next feature, so we can do trading on like cross market here, right? So you have the 15-minute market on Kalshi and Polymarket, and you do arbitrage between those two. I think this is where, you know, this is where the money is. This is where I want to do my strategies, I think. And then also, now we see, what was it? Was it Coinbase doing prediction markets now? You have Opinion, and you have Hyperliquid that does some kind of a prediction market as well. I need to do Polymarket. I'm going to ETH then in 2 weeks. Kalshi, so Kalshi. Oh, okay, Kalshi is on Solana. I didn't even know that. So yeah, so that is. It's kind of gonna be. So I have done. I hope I'm not gonna share something. Yeah, no. I implemented a trading wallet here, and I think the way it's gonna work is now I have a trading wallet. This is specifically for Polymarket. And then I'm gonna do another one. So if you wanna do Kalshi, you also have to load a wallet for Kalshi. I think that's how it's gonna be, because the trading wallet here it's basic on Polymarket. It's a proxy wallet. So you create an actual wallet, and then Polymarket create a proxy wallet for you. As you can see here, I have the regular wallet here, and then Polymarket has created a proxy wallet for me here. And then you basically send money to that proxy wallet, and then there's no fees. And I think something similar probably have to be done for Kalshi, and then maybe for Opinion. So it's kind of a little bit annoying to have several different wallets. Maybe in the future I can do like my own like main wallet for the user, and then it just separates it into these sub wallets or something like that. But that's down the road. You do it in cash in Kalshi Solana as the chain cost Polymarket and Polygon ETH. Oh yeah, right, yeah. What do you mean about redeem bot? No more redeem bot. What is that? Right, okay, I think that's for redeeming, right? So that's when you have outcomes that you want to redeem. Yeah, that's works the same. What I'm talking about is actual trades, because you can actually place trades on not through a Polymarket wallet, but your own wallet, but then you pay your own gas fees. But if you have a proxy wallet through Polymarket, then it's gas free. And yeah. All right. Yeah, it's not auto-populating here, and I think it's because I have these here. So if I do this, yeah. So this box specifically when we have several conditions. Question, so can you hear the music? Is the music too loud or is it too low? I also have music on my speakers here, and I don't know if it's gonna be picked up from the microphone. So can you guys let me know if there's some weird noise or if it's too loud or too low? Okay, cool. So Kenny, you do you do automated trading or you do manual trading, or how is your setup? Alright, yeah, we did, yeah. Audio quality is really good compared to some streams. Alright, cool, cool. Have you done anything with neural nets? No, no, I have not. Neural, so like AI, right? I have not. Yeah, I remember you were on the past stream. I think you've been in all my streams. Oh, that's pretty cool. You were one of the OGs on the streams. For the audio, no, I haven't. It's just the microphone. Kind of close to my face, I guess, which is... I'm not really into, like, I don't really know much about all this, like, audio and video, but I try to tweak it with just the volume, not too loud, not too short. Okay, nice. Nice, that's cool. When is Super Bowl? When is that? Is that? I'm not really into that Super Bowl. But is that now Sunday? It's not this Sunday, is it? When is Super Bowl? I watched your Arbitrage video from yesterday. It was good. I had not thought about some of them. Funnily, yeah, I think the video and the content was good, but that video is actually the video that got the most dislikes for some reason. I don't know why. It's not because it got so many dislikes, but I was just wondering, maybe you guys have an idea, so I'll show you. It got 3 dislikes, but normally it's not that many. Like the video before got 1 dislike, this one got, so it's 88.5. And I don't know why, maybe people just don't believe in arbitrage, but I think there was some stuff in that paper that I read that I didn't really think about as well before, and that it gave me some ideas about what I want to do. Especially like just buying, like if we go to politics or the tweets, you know, it would be pretty easy to just have a bot that looks for arbitrage in these. But then the issue, again, as I talked about in the video, is actually filling all of these can be a little bit difficult, and the edge might be gone. But maybe finding these neck risk markets where there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe it would be possible. If you share too much edge, people are gonna report the channel. Right. I mean that's an interest. I didn't even think about that. But you know, it's not like I'm sharing something people shared with me in private. I'm sharing like just a paper I found, you know, through this guy on X. How do you arb Elon tweets? Well, maybe Elon is a bad example, but the idea is all these yes shares here should amount to $1 exactly. Okay. So if it doesn't, you have an edge potentially. But for Elon shares is a very bad example because there's so many. So you probably you want to find something like I don't know, not this one here. Let me find this one here. You could do this. So all these yes shares should be $1. So let's say you can buy all of these at 99. You could make, you know, 1%, or if you can buy it at 95, you know, you can buy make 5 cents. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, it's fair game to share, you know, public data. So I think maybe the video is just too long, too confusing, I don't know. But yeah, we live and we learn. I'm still pretty new to this YouTube thing, so we'll see. And then where were I? And I mean, guys, the reason why I keep going back to this Bitcoin up and down is because it's very liquid. It's easy for me to get data, but when I do my own trades and strategies, I don't think I will actually gonna do it on the Bitcoin 15-minute market. I'm probably gonna do it on something else, but it's just easy for me to get data in, because some of these other markets, it takes a while before I get data in. So now I can just plug in the market slot here, right? And I know for sure that when I test my strategy, I'll get quick data. And that's the reason why I use this so much. If I did other markets, sometimes I would not get data as much as this. This is live data from the WebSocket, so that's why I like to use it just for testing. And when I do my live trades, I use that one as well, again just for testing, because it's yeah. Let's see if it fixed the test. We have the test failing here. I need to give it permission. So we're missing some requirements. And we also got a new model. So we have the Claude 4.6 and we have Codex 5.3 now or something like that. I have been using Codex now for a bit, and I think it's good to use both. So when Claude has done some kind of a feature, I'll use Codex to code review, and vice versa. I just did a feature yesterday with Codex, and then I had Claude code review it, and Claude found a few security issues with it that it fixed. So so that's pretty cool. So now this pull request I'm working on is basically done. It's kind of a minimal bot deployment. So when we from the bot's dashboard, we can deploy a bot. So this is currently, it's just gonna be deployed like in the own like environment here, but in the future it's actually gonna be deployed as its own separate instance from other bots. So it's gonna be completely separated. My code base is not open source. I will be sharing like some code here and there, but the whole code base is not open source. Oh, what happened here? So when this is done, if this passes the test, I'm gonna merge it in and I'm gonna do a new branch and fix these issues here. Alright, so I think we are good with this one. I'll merge it in. Now that is done. And what I've been working on the last week is this make command, so I can do a work tree like this, and then I can actually do several work trees here. And now we are on fix nodes, and then I can spin up Claude and have him work on that, and then I can do another work tree and work on a completely separate feature. So I will do plan mode. Now people are talking about the new 4.6 is gonna use a lot of tokens. So I'm interested in seeing how much it's gonna use, because what the fuck was that? That's weird. All right, we'll do plan mode here and have him work on that. Then what else are we gonna work on? Let's see. I have a lot of issues I want to work on. Poly backtests have a free API. Yeah, I did hear about someone. Maybe it was on Reddit. I saw someone sharing access to an API and for some backtesting. So yeah, I want to check that out. I do want to collaborate with someone else that has data sources, stuff like that, plug it in as a source. That would be interesting. Let me see. Connected, that's this one here. That's issue 7. Text size, that's for nodes. I don't want to do anything with nodes right now, so we have Claude working on that. Restrict time periods, so we want to restrict data tracking. Custom price strategy, what is this? Custom price. Can't remember what that is. Candlestick. I want to add support for candlesticks. Yeah, let's work on that. I'm more into light mode here normally. Sometimes dark mode is nice, but actually I do like it. I know that my VS Code is dark, but time. So I guess a candlestick, we do like time periods. For example, the 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes of. I suppose, so the way the candlestick would work is we start the bots and then it's gonna compute candlesticks in real time. How do we handle how do we handle existing markets? How do we handle, I mean, if we start the bots on a market where there has already been orders and trades, then we don't have the past data for the candlesticks. Do we just compute the candlesticks from that time in space, or do we find past data? I think we just do it from the time the bot starts, I guess. Handle past data. For example, if we start the bot on an existing market, I suppose MVP is we compute the candles from the time the bot connects with a market data source. The candle should be, so I think the candles should be a node, signal node. Let's see. Yeah, so we have currently the order book, and I guess it's kind of like the same. Should we extend the order book? Not sure actually. Let's ask Claude. How much are you paying? Yeah, no trading. You have a good open source charts library with nice candlesticks charts. Yeah, so for sure. So I think for this here, I'm not really gonna implement the chart. I'm just gonna implement like the data, so people can create strategies based on candles. And then maybe in the future we could do charts. So, and I don't know if there are library supports that, but I'll look into it. How much are you paying for Claude? Do you have in it? So that's, yeah, so I was starting at the $20 and I hit limits right away. And then I upgraded to the $100 per month, and I haven't hit any limits yet at all. But now we're on 4.6, so I'm not sure, I might be hitting limits. That's what I want to see. Yeah, so I'm not really, I don't mean the actual charts, so I just mean like, because right now the way it works is you can create strategies by the order book. So every time there's a price change, you're gonna get a signal from the order book, but the candlesticks kind of allows you to look at the order book from a time perspective, I suppose, like the high, the low from a given time perspective, right? The past 5 minutes, the past 1 minute. This one is like, these signals here operates on like milliseconds basically. Yeah, so you should be careful about using OpenClaw with the Claude API. It can be very expensive. Unless you use just the normal like subscription, then it's probably gonna hit the limits pretty fast. Let me see here. Alright, I haven't used anything yet, but we haven't really used it so much. Let me see the other one. Is it... wait a minute, I'll let him have... Should we extend the current order book node signal or create a new candlestick node signal? I'd like your opinion on this. Alright, let him have a go at that. Okay, so here we have Claude investigating the issue from before, so let's see what it says. Root cause, find exchange market and action properties. Hard codes a rigid 3-hop traversal. Exchange. Final condition, okay. BFS traversal. What is BFS traversal? Breadth first search, okay. Breadth first search is a graphical traverse algorithm that starts from a source node and explores the graph level by level. First it visits all nodes directly adjacent to the source, then it moves on to visit adjacent nodes of those nodes, and this process continues until all reachable nodes are visited. Okay. Moves upstream through all number of intermediate nodes. Okay. Would this support sports unlimited? Would it use BFS on runtime? I'm worried about performance issues when deploying the bot. Candlestick produce multiple values: open, high, low, close, volume. Current signal produces a single float. How should candlestick signal expose its data? Multi-field signal, one candlestick signal instance, expose all fields. Via config field program similar to open book use fields. Separate signals. No, it should be multi-field. I think it should be the same, I guess, as the order book. Should a single candlestick signal support multiple time frames, or should each time frame be a separate signal instance? One instance per time frame. Yeah, I think so. One instance per time frame. Use adds candlestick period 5, 15, a separate signal node. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I think so, because then let's say that this is 15 and this is 5, then we can do connect it with an EMA. Yeah, so then we can connect it with the EMA, we can connect it with an SMA, and I think that should work. Did it even answer my question here? Oh, okay, it did. Unlimited chain, yes, the BFS levels has no hop limits, walk upstream through any number of conditions until find the exchange node. This set prevents infinite loops. Alright. Performance, this runs only in the front-end strategy builder, not in the runtime specifically. Okay. Okay, last question. Since this relates to front end, does this issue also impact the back end but runtime? Is it something we also need to fix? We probably need a test for this multiple connected condition nodes. If we have, yeah. And I will say sorry about, I live in an area where we have a literal airport like 5 kilometers. So I have airplanes flying over my head like every 10 minutes. And I have my window open because I like to get some fresh air in. So sometimes you can probably hear the airplane flying over my head. But I have lived here now so many years that I kind of got used to it. Kind of. But it's probably a little bit annoying for you guys hearing airplanes in the background once in a while. But you know, it's part of the experience. It's part of the it's part of the vibes, you know. So yes, fix nodes. You can't hear it? Alright, cool. Because on the other live stream I had last week, there was an air show. So there, I think there was F-16s flying above my head, and it was loud. So I think if you go to my stream from last week, at one point you can hear F-16s flying over my head, and that is loud. And people were talking about in the chat that it was pretty loud. But it's good you can't hear. Now it's just regular airplanes flying over my head, so it's good you can't hear it. I guess the microphone works like only picking up my voice, because I did make it so it only picks up like around my face, I guess. So now Claude is cooking. I think we can do another issue while it cooks. Let's see. Yeah, they are loud because it was an air show, so they were flying not that high. So it was pretty bad. All of this is about nodes. I want to do something that's not related to nodes. So when I do these multiple Claude instances, I don't want it to work on kind of you know, code bases that can overlap too much. Otherwise, it's going to be a headache to merge it into master. Add use authentication, multi-tenancy. We kind of have something about this already. Society with errors. So all of this with authentication, I have 2 issues about authentication that we can probably work on. So that is that's issue 4. So this one here, a lot of this is already done. I just haven't cleaned up the issues. So we have this one, and then we have next auth, this one here. That's issue 19. because I added something else. We already have Authentication. This task is about investigating what is left to be done and what legacy implementation, for example, next auth, can be removed. Okay, so I'll do another one here. Let's call it auth check. Okay, then we're gonna do another instance of Claude, and then we will have him investigate current authentication in the plan mode. Issue 4, issue 19. Yeah, man. So you ping me on Discord because I am interested in collaborating with people. I have several people reach out to me, also building. Like a lot of people are building, and it would be nice to collaborate on with people, like-minded people. So do please reach out. We can talk. So this is the... So now we have a plan for the candlestick. Let's just walk through this candlestick implementation. New candlestick signal type, not an extension of order book. Multi-field, field param select, open, high, low, close, or volume. One instance per time frame. Yes. MVP, compute candles from bot connection time, no historical backfill. Yeah, so I think I'll just add an issue about this, so maybe we'll do this in the future. I'll do this as a question mark, just like I'm not sure if it's probably relevant. Like if you do long time periods, it is, but if it's just like 1 minute, 5 minutes, maybe not. Wall clock aligned boundaries. What does it mean about that? Wall clock aligned? Oh, I guess it's okay. So it's just 0005. I mean, maybe we want to have them just define it by themselves. Maybe. Oh, what happened now? Oh, yeah. So you mean fixed intervals? What else we have? Candle data holds, yes. Date for single candle field, yes. Update price method to incorporate new trade. Update price size, yeah. Candle aggregator, manage candle state for market period pair. Class level registry date total. Sharing across signals. Get a create market period seconds. Class method returns to shared instance. Clear registry. Class method test cleanup. On trade. Wall clock line boundary detects return truth candle completed. So, okay, so it will return the signal, the candlestick signal when it's complete. Would there ever be a case where we want to do an action like within a candle? Like it's like, let's say we have a 5 minute candles. Do we want to do some kind of a condition or action based on within the candle computing because I don't know if that's relevant actually. Because this one, it kind of says that it will be omitted as a signal when it's complete. So if we create a signal of a candlestick, let's say that this is a candle 1 minute, then it's gonna return the signal every minute. Yeah, I guess that is, yeah. I think that's what we're gonna do for now. I can't see how it's gonna work if we, otherwise it's gonna update all the time. Yeah, I think that's fine. Trades, wall clock aligned boundary detection return true if candle is complete. Let's ask just to make sure. Will the candle stick signal return when a candle completes? For example, every minute. And what else? So we have boundary calculation, epoch seconds, period seconds, okay. And then where does it measure the time? Do we have a central place to measure time? Because there's other parts of the bot that also uses time. Okay, what else? Then they added in the validator for implemented signals. Yes, and we have models in the signal config. Adds candlestick as a type. Change field. To per type validation. Apply default. Optional. Why change this? So it's best when working with Claude here that we just keep going on the plan until it's like really aligned. That's why I'm gonna go through this like a few times until the plan is like solid. So everything that I'm not sure about why it has, made the decision that it has, I want to ask it about it. I want it to basically just think about it the next time and just give me a good reason why we do what we do. So it's a signal config. Signal configuration for signal producer. Yeah, why is it? Why does it have that here? That's kind of strange. It looks like this field here on the signal config is kind of hard coded to an order book, which it shouldn't be. Okay. Let's see, what else do we got? Add candlestick signals, yes. Candle aggregator. First trade create candle update track. candle completion on boundary, crossing wall clock alignment, gap handling, volume accumulation, shared aggregator. Hello, Pidatopia. Hope I said that correct. All right, so we went through the plan for Claude, and now we just have him think a little bit more about it, and we're gonna go to the next one. The next one was, yeah, that's the chain condition node break. When multiple condition nodes are chained together, the market field doesn't auto-populate with market slug from extension, also affect and or composition nodes. Work correctly when there's root cause, fixed state market, and action properties. Yeah, where were we about that? Oh yeah, that's right. I asked him about the backend, if it was also an issue. No, the bot runtime is not affected by this bug. Two issues are front-end only. The strategy converter already correctly handled chain condition and or okay. But we need to make sure that we have a test about that for sure. It's lightly tested. There's only one test. All right, so we need to add more tests for that. Yes. Plan now include backend test for composite condition to summarize the scope, fix, find exchange, market. I want to change this name as well, but I'll just make an issue because I did a small refactor. Instead of calling it a market, I now call it a venue. So for example, Polymarket is not a market, it's a venue. And the reason is Polymarket has markets, it has sub-markets, like 15 Bitcoin 15 minute. Okay. And then what else? Backend and condition evaluate sub-conditions. So we just add some tests. All right. Yes, all right, I'm good with this. So now it's cooking. And for the field type and signal config, which approach do you prefer? Fixed intervals, yes. Wall clock align, fixed interval pinned to the clock, a 5-minute candle all over covers. That's fine. When does the signal return? This is where the current architecture matters. Signals in Raven are passive. They don't emit or fire, they hold the current value, the condition. Yeah, that is true. Trade event arrives, candlesticks on event, update current value. Strategy evaluates all conditions, read signal, get current value. So with use completed false default, the signal updates on every trade showing in progress candle. Okay, so it is an in progress candle, that's fine, okay. Condition evaluates continuously. With use completed true, the signal value only changes when the candle completes. Okay, track by the first trade of the next period. Between completion conditions, keep reading the same stale value, which is defined because the condition result won't change, so no duplicate action files. And completes when the first trade arrives. The files in the next period. If no trade happens for 20 minutes, the candle stays open. No central, we don't need one. There's no central component code base component called datetime now independently. Okay, fine. Yeah, Kenny, I did think about something like that. Like, it would be nice. Like, that was kind of my idea about the insiders, where I want to have people that's really like dedicated, motivated, and like actually have like real world skills, like a dev or a trader, you know, an analyst, and stuff like that. So I was thinking in that direction. But how are we gonna validate that, right? That's why for now I just added a few people to the insiders. I want to do more because we're not that many. Okay, candlestick. Okay, let's just have him cook on this one here, and then we'll see. Yeah, like some of the people I added to the insiders, I added them because I saw they were active and they actually shared real world examples of some of their work. And I think I've been thinking maybe make it possible for insiders to add other insiders, because it shouldn't be me that defines who is an insider. I think that should be up to basically the community to some extent, right? So I think I'll look into giving insiders an opportunity to add other insiders, you know, because I'm not in the Discord all the time, and I have this feature in the Discord that I made for insiders, which is the daily summary. I use this to just see the sentiment of the server, and I can see people, like, it will tell me about like some community highlights about people being, you know, friendly and stuff like that. So I kind of use that a little bit to make people insiders, but I actually want the community to define who is an insider and define all of this stuff here. Yeah, you can do some kind of a vote, yeah, because if everybody can just add, then it's gonna be maybe mini, I don't know, but yeah. Let's see. Oh, and then it's kind of annoying I have to accept all of these permissions, but I guess it's good too, because otherwise maybe it's gonna start ruining my system. But yes, you can do that. Right, now we have Claude cooking on 3 different work trees here. This one is done, I can close it. All right, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Like, yeah, so could be like a become insider and they drop a some kind of a proof. Yeah. All 3 changes are done. Here's a summary: changes made, front end component, strategy builder, action properties, lines. Okay. Okay, so let's do tests. Because sometimes Claude say the tests are passed, but actually it's not. So I'll just start by running the tests, because it added some tests to the backends. Oh, you Rafi. I do remember you. I didn't hear much from you the past, but before I saw you on the server. Let's see the usage here. Okay, so I mean, we have 3 sessions running on Claude, and we are 31% use for the current session. So I can see the session. Yeah, I can see that we might hit. If we do this for like these several hours, having 3 instances, maybe we'll hit the current session limit. For the weekly limits, it's haven't really used that much yet, so that's cool. Right, all tests pass. I'm gonna run it. Where am I? Yeah. Okay. It's, yeah, how do I make Next.js work? It's really... So the issue with Next.js here, when I do the work trees, is it kind of, I think it doesn't really understand. Let's see if it works. Probably doesn't work. Okay, that's kind of annoying. So what I'm gonna do is I will do a pull request, and then I'm just gonna test one at a time, because I don't really know at this point how to fix that. So the issue here is when I do these work trees, it actually duplicates the whole project onto a different folder, I think, and then it does the change there, because then when this Claude makes it changes, it does it on its own code base, and then when this Claude does it on its own code base, and then when I then run Next.js, which is used for the front end, it kind of messes up because it doesn't. I think it doesn't see the node modules. Python is fine because it uses the same environment, so Python hasn't been an issue, but Next.js is an issue. So kind of, I just ask Claude to do a PR. So that's how I'm gonna do it. Check out on master. I'll check out on the actual branch later on, and then okay, we have that one. All right, and then we have a plan again here. Next author completely unused. It's installed in package and has 0 import, 0 config file, 0 route. All right, cool. So we just remove that. Magic link, traditional email password. Author is fully implemented, working across both front and the back end. Cool. Therefore, one issue from issue 4 is likely caused by API client. Yes, add a handler and API direct to login. Okay, yes. Update docs to reflect. Yes, okay. That is great. I'm happy with this. How do you backtest a strategy on Polymarket? Well, you have to get data first, and then you need to create a script that implements your strategy on that data. Okay, got. Okay, and then we have the PR open now. Fixed chain condition open. Yes, all right, cool. I close this one then. That's yes. This one is still working. Install. Why do you need to? Okay. Then I need to ask I need to make this as a make command. Git work to remove. Fix nodes, right? Wasn't that the... Yeah, it was. Let's see if Next.js is not test, that's not what I want. Like project. Yes. Okay. Does seem like it's working. Okay, cool. And this was the nodes. So let me see. So it was okay. Let me try now, see if it works. So I will do an AND condition, and I will do a threshold again, which was broken before. Let's see if Claude was able to fix it. So we'll do more than half and less than 9, and then just let's do an actual market here. We'll do this one. Also see if it auto-populates. So now it should update this one over here. Did it do it? Okay, it does it when I click on it, which is, I guess, is okay. And let's click validate. So what does it say? Oh, I'm missing something here. Wait a minute. Oh, it's down here. Requires at least 2 condition inputs. Ah, okay, I'm using my nodes wrong here. Let me try it out. I'm using it in the wrong way. So actually, when we do an AND where it's implemented, is let me see. I'm gonna do this like this. Like this. This is how we construct it. So I also actually did the node wrong before. Let's see. And then, so we can click validate and it should, all right, so now it validates. So now the big question is, does it actually work? So this is where we can do a test run, and we can do on a simulated paper trading, and then see. All right, we get events in. No trades. So we did, that's on the bid, up, and up is 7, okay. So that's the reason. So let's try, so now up is, let's just say more than a half, less than 90. Oh, then it moved down. Let's just do less. Oh, it says more than enough. Okay, let's do less than. And then this one we do greater than. Seems like it's not. Less than 0.1. Yeah, this doesn't make any sense. So it should be greater than 0. Let's just see 0 and then less than. So I'm also messing up the conditions here. So more than 0, less than 0.9 for the bid on the outcome up. And up is 10 now, so that should work. Okay, here we go. So I messed it up a little bit in my. So we can see we got the signal update, we got the action triggered, order pending, order filled, and then a position update. And this is, of course, is just a simulation, but it should reflect a live market pretty closely. So this is all the events we get. It monitors for the signal updates, and we get an action triggered, and then order pending is after we send over the order. We send over the order to Polymarket in this case, and then we make a record of the order pending in our system, and then when it's filled, we get this, and then we have a position update, and that's where we track the actual position. So that's cool. So we have, let's say we do more than 0.1, so it should not trigger then. Good. So I think, I mean, it looks like it's working. So I'm pretty happy with that. I still have this error here. Strat is empty at least one signal. So this one is a false error actually. Good. I'm happy about this. I think we can merge this in. Actually, I should test the or and not. Okay, let me think a little bit here. So what if we do two thresholds? So let's say that this one is, we do this one is lower bounds just for fun. So between 0.1, so more than 0.1 and less than 0.2. And this one we do less than 0.9, and we do greater than 0.8. And this is can I do this? that doesn't make any sense in this case, because then I thought about doing an AND here, and then I guess we can do this as a test. Not a real strategy though. So we have these conditions, and we have an AND here. So these conditions should be true, or these conditions should be true, and that should produce an action here. I think we probably need to update the market though. Alright, so none of these will actually fire now, since we are kind of in the middle of a market. And this is also updated, so that's very good. So it did not fire, which is also what we expected. So it should be when it's above 0.8. Oh, wait a minute. So this, what did I do? I did with the up token, right? Yeah. Less than 0.9. Greater than this. Okay. Now it's actually close to 80. Let me just... Alright, now it's actually 8. Let's see if it runs. Okay, let me just modify. This one is 7. Did it just drop or what? No, it didn't. Oh yeah, it did drop. Oh, God damn it. Okay. Just say 0.5. Alright, and here it filled. Good action triggered. Nice. And can we see? It would be nice to see exactly which of these conditions triggered it. I think I have it actually, but not here in these logs. I mean, it looks like it's working with this OR condition here. But I kind of want to... I already had something in place where we could see exactly. And I think that is in the mock data actually. Yeah. So you see here how it actually shows true and false. So I want this, but for the I will do an issue about this. I want this exactly, because it's gonna make it so much easier to bug fix a strategy with the data. But again, you know, in the production, you probably wanna do a little bit different. But this is cool. I wanna make a issue about that. I'll merge this first because this is good, and then I'm gonna do an issue. When doing simulation, show Alright, one moment. Right, so let me see. We have Claude here. That was a background. Okay, the full test suite eroded due to the timeout flag. Already reran it successfully without the flag. What was this? That was, oh, that's the candlestick. Okay, so I'll just have him do a pull request. Great. Do a PR. So the cool thing about Claude here is it can, if you allow it to, it can do its own branches and pull requests and issues and so on GitHub. So that's it's pretty cool. Then I think what I want to do is I want to, since I've updated the styling a little bit on Raven here, I want to update the landing page as well. So I'm just gonna ask Codex, please create a .md file that describes the look and feel of the front end so that I can deliver this to you in another project to have it implemented. So you should be specific about implementation and so you should be specific about implementation and colors. Maybe do what do we call this? We call it what's the name for this? Style guide. In the, I think that's what we do. So we do like a style guide.md file that I use whenever we do some kind of a style in the project. Yep, okay, we got the 2 PRs here, so that is good. So now we can go ahead and test that. Yes. Yes. Okay. Was the command remove work tree remove? Okay. Git work tree Remove. Then I'll rebase it. And git push origin. What is the name again of the branch? Candlesticks. Okay, git push origin candlesticks. Force with these. Push origin candlesticks. Force with these should be okay. Okay, and then we do. I think it failed test. Yeah, open claw is, I like the Claude, the Claude name, and then it's kind of, I don't know why they changed it. I know why they changed from ClaudeBot to Mult, but why did it change from Mult to open claw? They should just stick with Mult, but maybe it was confusing, I guess, because when I saw their name change to MultBot, I was like, what? They're probably gonna change the name again at one point, because open claw is it's not that of a great name. Yeah, so it's some kind of an like yeah, mult is some kind of a lobster term. You know, you probably need to know what it is. And then his stick. Everyone hates mult. Oh, okay. Open claw. So he kind of stayed within that lobster theme, and then he took a jab at OpenAI and called it Open Claw. What that's. Oh, it's already in use. Yeah, he seems pretty cool. Like I saw as part of a podcast with him. He seems like he's on all podcasts lately, and he do seem pretty chill. Alright, let's save this here. If I didn't do that already. I don't see the candlestick though. Are we not on the... Yeah, we do have candlestick. I think we are missing it from the front end. So, I mean, it didn't even add the node to the front end, it seems. That's kind of strange. PR58. I just want to make sure I'm on the right one. I am, yeah. Trading to wall clock line. Maybe just only did it back end. Yeah, so verify front end signal dropdown shows candlestick option. It does not. Maybe it added it inside the order book or what? Signal type. Pending orders count. No. Okay, and where are we with style guides? We have a style guide here. And now it's made in this branch. Yeah, it's not that good, but I think it'll do for now. Actually, I just wanted to copy this. So that point, then I'm gonna update our So I just had to delete this. I just shared my API key, so that's why I just gonna create a new one here. But it's only for Klaviyo. That's the issue here, being live. So I'm just gonna invalidate the API key, because then you can get access to my email list, and that's not good. Let's do a new key here and try not to share it this time. Now I need to update it. Let's see. Yeah, that's you know, that's happened sometimes, you know. So now I'm just gonna try and update. No, actually, wait, that is it this one? Yeah, it is. Okay. Why do result change? Source what? That's weird. they changed the cell changed something here, so I can't find where I add the environment variables. It's kind of weird. Ah, here maybe. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, now we are getting somewhere. Sorry for that. I just had to update my API key to not. I mean, because I have the email list in Klaviyo, and it's not a good thing to leak those emails. I'm just gonna test that it works. Yeah, it works. It works. Good. Just testing. So I have this email. So if you want to sign up for the waitlist, you can do it from here on raven.gg, and you can change your preferences. So I'm just checking here that it works again after updated the API key, and it does. So that's good. Like, I'm gonna bet you that I will share my private key sometime on this live stream. So that's why I'm gonna make sure that if I do, it's gonna be a private key with no more than $10. And yes, it works good. So now we can continue where we left off. And that was updating the style for this one. In the meantime, Claude seems to have finished. Oh, it did a lot of changes here. Import candlestick field, candlestick parent types, widen field state type, output field, candlestick field, undefined. Okay. All right. So let's just test this before we continue with the landing page. Where am I? that's kind of strange that it doesn't. So I'd have it here in the drop down, but not as an actual node. Okay, so we are missing it. From the left panel, left signals panel. Okay, so yeah, it's missing. It's still over here, but I do see it from the here we have a candlestick here. Signal type, fields, close, low, high, open, 5 minutes. Yeah, okay, so oh, we have it. Did it add it now? Yeah, so we have it over here now, I think. Yeah, all right, cool. Close, price, high, low, volume. Okay. So now we have a new signal type. Of course, we need to test it first, but we have a candlestick signal type, which we can use for our strategies. And hello, Brazil. So we have close price, high price, low price, and volume. I wonder how it calculates the volume if it has volume, total trade size. I suppose it has. Please update. So we need to figure out. We need to update the MD files to not have this issue again, because when I asked it to do a new node, it did it, but it missed the front end. Can you revise? Relevant Claude so that you in the future, when I ask to add a new signal, understands the process, because this time it seems like you did it only backend and got the front end. And then you also got to add to the signals panel. Maybe you prompt yourself to ask user to clarify. Scope. Okay. Let's do fix on this one here. Let's just do from here. Claude expanded checklist from 6 to 14 steps organized by layer, back and behind, front end logic. Always clear of scope in bold mode. Okay, add a scope check call pointing to the root checklist. Minus front end reps steps with palette. Let's follow. Place 6 step list with 8 detailed front end specific steps explicitly calling out no palette. Memory. Added a lesson learned section to future session. Remember to ask about scope cross speech. Okay. Cool. And then okay, how do I do this? Actually, it's gonna be difficult to test it in simulation here. I need to do it. Oh, how can we do this? Let's just load this one here. Threshold. The 1 minute is greater than half, and then we do by on the up. Thanks, Timothy. Appreciate it. Yeah, because you know I'm also pretty new to it actually. Like, so whenever I learn something, I just try to share it and share my understanding of it. It's not always I might know exactly like the things, and people also correct me in the comments, and I'll try to always improve, and whenever I learn something, I'll share it. Yeah, so the volume is not that crazy on these 4-hour markets here. Just wondering how I best test this candlestick, because we need like some. Maybe I need to do some kind of a simple strategy, run it for a while, and then have it lock these signals here. Oh, we have a mock runner that simulates candlesticks. Okay. Oh, really? Didn't even know that. Okay. Do one where it resolves to false. Let's see if it works. Okay. Okay, so what if we do... I mean, of course I need to test this in a real trade, so that's gonna be next step for sure. Do some kind of a... Yeah, what could it be? Volume, what does it do with the volume? It does signal values, it just does 50. Math random times 200. Okay. So let's say we want to do greater than 200. And then we do an AND command, like an AND condition here. Here. Signal high, 1 minute. Oh, wait a minute, this is... I think this is also false. Yeah, I think that's strategy. Let me see. Validate. Menu has no data field selected. Menu has no. That's strange. See if the mock runs. Okay, let's say more than 200. Sorry, more than 100. Yeah, okay, here we have order filled. So 145 more than 100 is true, and then this one both is true, and then we trigger. So I mean, it does seem like it works. It's just the validation that's however the mock run works correctly. So I think the validation is not correct in this case. All events from mock run. Maybe, I don't know if that's gonna help or not, but maybe not all this. Let's do... Oh, I think I'm gonna get a coffee now. We don't have that many watching anyway, so then it's gonna cook for a bit. Remember what I prompted him about. Oh, that's so we checked what did he say? Yeah, that was the validation. Line data field required check now skips all signal type that use their own config fields. Not just order book, which was all slightly wrong. To have data fields set for legacy patterns. Now it says valid. We do a mock run again, see what it does. It does evaluate here to true, and we have an order fields. And then let's do this one, so it should not evaluate to true, and whatever it actually did. Ah, sorry, my bad. Let's just say less than. Hold on. Oh, wait a minute here. So we actually have an issue. So this one resolved to false, but the buy was triggered. That's an issue. Okay, let me just copy all this. Resolved to false, but the buy action triggered to buy. We have it's like the AND node behave like a OR node, where one leading node was true while the other was false. Strategy. What am I? So here it didn't. So what is going on here? What is going on? Was it a false positive or what? Now it seems to work properly, so I don't know if what exactly happened before. Seems like it's working pretty well. Oh, and here we got an order. Let's see, so yeah. And let's look at the data where we have it. So we have, yeah, so we have the condition evaluation. So we get the event in from the venue, which is a price change event. It creates a candlestick for the high price and a candlestick for the volume. Here we check if it's less than a half, and here we check if it's more than 70. I mean, it's just testing, right? So it's just kind of random, and then this one, it both evaluates to true. We trigger an action, order pending, order filled, and it actually evaluates to true again, and we do not make another order. So this is also something that's built into the system, and we're gonna be able to modify, because we can have these signals triggering again and again, and of course in some cases maybe we want to trigger another order, but probably most cases we don't. So this is good. I'm happy about this. I probably need to actually test out the candlestick with a real kind of trade and simulation, but I think this will be something I will make an issue for, because that's gonna take some time to set that up. Now that is cooking. Or the tasks is checking rather. So if that is okay, I'll merge it in and I'll do the last one. I think this one was probably the biggest one of the three that we've done so far. Running tests. Tests should pass, I think. Alright, so we are done with the PR here, the candlestick PR, which is great. So we've done 2 out of 3 now in this stream. So I'm gonna do the last one, which is just like removing some legacy code, which is for next auth. So I'll do git pull and master, and then I will check out on the check auth. And then I'll do git branch, git checkout. We'll do auth check. I'll do a rebase, git rebase master. Git push auth check force with for release. Okay, and I will do a make test. These should evaluate to true because I think most of this is just in the front end, but we'll just check anyway. And I think let's not run this one here.
Core computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Success with our next auth. Corrupt token local storage, okay. So now I will test that the authentication still works because we did some stuff there, so we should have token. Where is it? Auth token. It must be an auth token here, I think. Let's see what happens. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. And why? I mean, it works, so the authentication seems to work pretty well. So I wonder why I was able to. I guess it's because. Let me just try here for a moment. So if we do, it's probably something. Probably some of these. What if I delete all this? What will happen? This should be fine because yeah, and then it sets this in this cookies. And what about auth method, auth token, auth user? so there is. I wonder what that is. I need to ask. Where is? I guess it has something to do with the local storage of this one here. Maybe if I just delete everything. So now everything's deleted from local storage, and I suppose. close it and then open. No, we need incognito. What is it? 3,000. Okay. Guess it's fine. Okay, cool. So that seems to work good. Okay, and I think just when I merge this into master, I think we are good. I think we have been cooking 3 PRs, so that is very nice. Yep, cool. Cool. I'm happy with this. So I think that concludes the stream. Thank you for checking in. Been a good 3-hour session. We did 3 PRs. I think that's pretty good progress. Yeah, check in next time. Join the Discord if you haven't joined it already. And until next time, I see you. See you guys. Bye.